Greetings to another video. Today we're going to be reacting to GCN Tech Reviews Cycling Influencers Bike Setup. So GCN, if you don't know, they are like the biggest cycling YouTube channel on YouTube. And I got a notification from them on Instagram that they had like tagged me in this video, and I got a lot of messages from you saying, have you seen that they've been reviewing your bikes? I was like, let's react to it. Let's go and have a look what they've got to say. So let's go.
Thought we'd rate and rank their bikes.
Here last week, Lance Armstrong was here.
Guess we should rate his bike.
Well, yeah, I just went and had a quick look. So he's riding this Ventum. What do you make of that? Speed plate pedals, Zip 353s.
Well, I said jaunty angle. I don't like the large bottle large bottles. They clash with the front.
They don't like what, the jaunty angle of the photo being taken. If this is, oh god.
And it's not presented in a great gear.
And he's cropped.
It's not in a great, oh my god.
Out.
He's cropped out some of the wheel, but
this is Lance Armstrong. Like, I know people have got different views on Lance Armstrong, but like just the way that it's been taken, like, God, we're not all photographers, and I guess that they're going in on the fact that it's like cycling Instagrammer influencers. I'm not, and people might disagree, but I'm a cycling YouTuber. I'm not an Instagram influencer. I am a YouTuber. I will always be a YouTuber. I don't really take any time or effort over Instagram because I don't really like it because of this nature of it. I like YouTube because it's real, because you talk to me, we chat to each other, and I feel like you get a lot more out of a YouTube video than you do. God, it's 5 minutes, I'm not even like gone to my bit. Like,
Katie Kookaburra.
yeah, okay. Currently looking at her Instagram page and struggling to find a bike picture. Unnecessary gubbins. Yes.
Lots of gubbins.
okay, let me first start off. This is actually not, this bike picture was what, 63 weeks ago? I don't ride Ribble anymore. I've not ridden Ribble for like, what, 5 months or something, 4 months. Also as well, unnecessary gubbins. What are they on about?
Rim brake though, people will be happy about that. I
Rim
quite
brakes.
like the paint scheme. It's like simple. It reminds me of that grey Audi colour. Is it Nardo grey?
Do you know what? Those things that annoy me about this bike. It's in like smally bigs.
Yeah.
It's in, what did he say? Smally big.
Smally bigs.
I'm guessing that they mean that I'm in the small chainring at the front and an easy gear, fairly easy gear at the back, because we were riding in Mallorca. It's hilly in Mallorca. Also as well, like this actually, you're gonna get a real rant from me now. I hate this about cycling. Like, I hate this like elitism, like this whole thing of like, oh my god, you have to have the chainring in like the big ring at the front, so that what, so because this is the thing, most people are in the little ring and then they just put it in the big ring just for the folk. It's like, oh yeah, I just climbed up like, I don't know, Sacalobra in big ring, you know, oh, I'm so tough, I'm so hard. It's like, no, just ride what gears you want to ride in. Like, I'm not gonna, this is the thing also, I feel like the Instagram thing is so fake that the people just put their bikes in a certain way just to take a picture, and they're not actually how they really ride in it. I'm like, I will always put, I think that's why I don't like Instagram as much and I like YouTube, because I can actually like share actually realistically what I'm doing, what I'm riding, like what I'm doing, like, and that winds me up. That I just feel like you don't need to have a bike in a certain gear to like look a certain way. Like the one about Lance Armstrong's like photo that they've chopped something out. Like, we're not all photographers. We're not all here to look good on Instagram. I'm here to encourage people to ride, encourage people to get out and have adventures, not to be able to look like they're a pro. Like, it just me off.
Strap dangling down off the saddle pack.
Okay.
The saddle.
Well, and then he's also having an issue that I've got a little thing dangling down off the back of my saddle pack. What about my hair when it's bloody flapping in the wind? Is that going to bother you as well? Like, that is ridiculous. Like, this is again why this elitism in cycling just puts people off riding bikes. I will never ever judge someone on what bike they ride, because to me it's not important. If you're on a bike and you're riding, you're having fun and you're having adventures, who gives a what you're riding? Who gives a if you've got a strap dangling? Who gives a if you've got gubbins on your bike? Like, it's actually and I hate it. Like, this is what I hate about cycling. Like, this elitism, this It's like being at school. It's like not having the right backpack. It's not having the right like shoes or the right trainers, and it just is ridiculous. And actually the whole premise annoys me, that like rating people's bikes, like what the rate me on my adventures, rate me on how much fun I'm having, rate me on like how many people are encouraged to ride when you see other people ride, not how your bike looks. Because to me, how your bike looks is the most least important thing about cycling. How your bike feels, how reliable it is, how good it is for gearing, for doing the type of riding that you want. This bike is not going to be for everybody. Also now my bike is wind space anyway, and I've got that set up so perfectly for what I want. It's a climbing bike specifically. It's the lightest climbing bike I've ever ridden, and it's set up for me and the type of riding that I do. So
The
Very far
angle,
forward.
the saddle is like pointing up. It's not like even level. It looks like it's slightly up.
saddle angle, right, let's just start here. Phil Burt set me up on that saddle, and it's perfect. Like, it's actually perfect. Again, like, oh, this is so annoying. This is what really, it really grinds my gears. Like, if I'm comfortable on it and I can ride 1,000 kilometers on it in like a race, or like ride hilly days on it, why is anyone asked like what saddle, like angle my saddle is? Like, who gives a what saddle, like angle my saddle is? If I was having like problems and I was having like pain, I would appreciate that. If someone saying, oh, actually, do you know what? I'm really sore down there. Like, I'm having to use loads of chamois cream. And someone said, oh, actually, your saddle angle is probably wants to be changed a little bit. I'd be like, thank you, that's really helpful. But like this, it just feels like bloody mansplaining. Like, oh, actually, that saddle's not good. If I can ride what I ride on it with no pain and no issue, whatevs.
And I don't like the way there's like mismatched bottles.
All right.
Mismatched bottles. Oh my god, they're so annoying. So annoying. Who gives a about mismatched bottles? I kind of want to just go out and just ride a bloody camelback. Like, is that going to look too unpro? Like, what does it even matter? And I guess they've got to make content. They're making content from it, but that is what puts people off cycling, and that is what I want to be the anti of that. Like that specifically. Like I say, I don't care if you've got mismatched bottles. I don't care if you've got a camelback. I don't care if you've got bloody, I don't know, Evian bottles in your bottle cages. Like, I really don't give a shit. And I think the more we kind of look to this as being like the ideal standard, then I feel like we've lost our way with what cycling is and what it should be about. It should be about fun. It should be about adventure, and it should be about getting fit, and it should be about the environment and getting more cars off the roads. And I will always stand by the opposite of what they're trying to put out, because it's not me.
All right.
It's not good influencing.
Should we just say a nice?
It's not good influencing because I'm not an influencer. I do not ever want to like put something out, and that is why now I ride a wind space, because I want it to be affordable, not the $7,000 Canyon that you had at the start. I never want to try and promote that. I could be an influencer and get like a top end spec, like $12,000 bag. That is not me, and I will never want to put that out so that any of you feel like you have to do that to be classed as like a serious cyclist. The frame that I've got, this wind space, I love it, and it was like $1,500, I think, and you don't need to spend or get into debt to ride a nice bike. You don't. And so, good. I'm glad it's not good influencing. I do not want to be an influencer. I do not want to do that. And a lot of you will be like, oh, but you are. But no, I want to encourage people with the reality of just like cycling adventures, the reality of riding bikes. I never want to put anything out that looks too glossy and polished and that's fake and that is just not me, because that is not what I'm like.
We're being too harsh, but
No.
I think it's a nice bike, but it could be better.
Yeah, it could be
That's
better.
what we're saying. Yeah, all right.
I get that it's just like a bit of fun. And actually, I'm really flattered that they put me along the lines of like Chris Froome, Lance Armstrong, and it is a bit of fun. But the premise and the I guess the feeling behind it is not something that I ever want to be, something that I stand or like support, because I'm not. I don't care what bike you ride. Don't judge anyone anyway, but judge them on like the adventures and the fun that they're having, not like just what their bike looks like or how much it costs, because I just think there's no other word for it apart from it's and it's elitist, and I don't ever want to be part of that. So I appreciate it. Thank you for the shout out, and see you all next video. Let me know what you think of the video, and I will see you next vid. Goodbye.